Hey everybody, I'm Chris. I'm the Blue Collar Beer Gourmet, and welcome to my channel. This is your first time here. Thanks for stopping by. If you're a regular, if you've been here previously, thanks for coming back. The deal with this channel is I like to drink craft beer, I like to review craft beer, and I don't like to pay a whole lot doing it. So most of the beers that I review on this channel will come in around the $2 price range. And that is the case with this particular beer. This beer, in fact, cost me $1.99 for a 12-ounce can. Today's selection is the Garage Brewing Company's Mango Hefeweizen. Uh, description of this is, we believe in making, we believe in making our fresh craft beer from only the finest ingredients. Guess what? It's really good, winning a gold medal at the LA International Beer Competition. Proved it, it's so delicious you'll have to resist drinking it too fast. Flavor, mango. Aroma, sweet mango. Balance, low malt. Body, low bitterness. Now, Garage Brewing is out of somewhere in California. Marietta, California. They're a fairly new brewery. And I have had their Hatch Chili IPA, as well as their Marshmallow Stout, which I'll be reviewing before very long. The Hatch Chili IPA review is actually in the archives if you want to go check it out. I did like that IPA. Here's the story with today's selection. I'm not a big mango fan. I'm not a big Hefeweizen fan. So we'll just have to see how this goes. This does have a 5.5 ABV. Normally American wheats come in around the 4.0 to 5.5 range on ABVs, so this is actually kind of high in alcohol. The IBUs on this are 16, according to the website, not on the can, but I did find it at the website. And normally American wheats come in between 15 and 30 IBUs, so at 16 IBUs it is definitely on the low end of the scale. I went to Untappd, discovered that 5 of my friends have given it a cumulative score of 3.70. 6,355 of us have given a cumulative score of 3.82. Beer Advocate has only 40 rankings, but it gives it a 3.97 on their ranking scale, which on their scale is very good. And when I went to go look into the parameters of American wheat ales, when it comes to just about every American version of a previously, usually Euro beer, the first thing it always says is more hop forward. So apparently we Yanks put more hops into our beers than I'm guessing anybody. But it is more hop forward than German beers. It also, an American wheat should never have the banana and clove, for which German Hefeweizens are best known. So, I did pay $1.99 for this, as I said, and this is just under 2 months old, so it's nice and fresh. Now, there is a way to pour a Hefeweizen. I'm going to be using my wit beer glass. There's some argument as to whether wit beer, in this particular instance for the glass specifically, refers to white beers or wheat beers, because the German word for white is wit. However, all I know is, based upon what I've seen, this is exactly the glass you're supposed to be drinking a Hefeweizen out of. So we'll go with that. Crack this bad boy open. Now there is actually just a slight technique to pouring a Hefeweizen. What you do is you pour a nice generous amount of it into the glass, leaving just a bit in the can. And I'm going to show you the glass itself that has high carbonation, which is usually what Hefes do. Just a little bit on the side there. This is you are seeing a darker color than this actually is. This is probably at least 2 shades lighter than what you're seeing on the camera here. The head seems to be, I'm going to say, baby medium resiliency. I don't see lots of bubbles bursting, but it's not, I wouldn't go so far as to call it wispy, but it's certainly not resilient. Let's give it a beard wipe and see what we come across. Smell the fruit, that's for sure. Let me put my nose directly in and see what we can come up with. Fruit, 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 more fruit. Boy, you really smell that mango. You really, really do. And I have to admit, I do like the smell of mango better than the flavor. Okay, now this has had a chance to settle. So what you do now is you swirl your bottle or can and pour that last little bit, because usually there's sediment at the bottom of a Hefeweizen. So you give the initial pour a chance to sort of graduate, and then you swirl the last bit and add that to it. This is very cloudy, as Hefeweizens really are supposed to be. So far it's very true to form. High carbonation, cloudy, um, pale golden color. Still lots and lots of fruit. So anyway, I'm going to dig into this. Cheers. That's pretty good. As somebody who's not a big fan of mangoes or Hefeweizens, I gotta say this is a pretty good beer. I'm going to describe this as about a medium-low mouthfeel, not particularly spiky. There's no real alcohol burn, and at 5.5 ABV, you really wouldn't expect much of one. The initial flavor is definitely the sweet mango flavor, but there's a maltiness back behind that too, and that's what makes this really interesting beer, is the malty sweetness. Well, the sweetness and then the malty aftertaste. It's just the right level of mango too. It's not overly mango. Particularly as somebody who's not a big fan of mangoes, I don't want an overpowering mango flavor, and this is definitely not overpowering. They've done it just the right amount to make it nice and complementary with the maltiness. Um, this is a really good beer. I may have to. This might be the first time that you'll find me giving a Hefeweizen a 4.25. This would have gotten a 4.0, but it came in a can, so it gets that extra 0.25, as I always, and that's part of the policy here, is I'm a big fan of canned beers. Hashtag cans are better, hashtag canned beers. Um, but I do like cans better than bottles, and I'm in favor of them. And even though the balance is low malt, and there's a maltiness behind it that sort of offsets the super sweetness of mangoes, and this is really a hell of a beer. For me to give a 4.25 to a Hefeweizen, they pulled something off. So, gang, until next time, drink good beer. Don't break the bank doing it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate you. Cheers.